If it doesn't show up in revenue, it's theater. Let that sink in. Because in most organizations, we spend more time defending marketing metrics than connecting them to revenue. Clicks, impressions, reach, awareness, all of it sounds like progress until the CFO asks one question: where's the return? This episode, the South Point of the Curao Compass, is about grounding your go to market strategy in financial truth. Because no matter how creative your campaigns or how sophisticated your dashboards are, revenue is the ultimate referee, right? Here's what I see when I audit go to market performance and marketing teams. Marketing celebrates engagement, clicks, engagement, open rates, click through rates, you name it. Sales, in their case, celebrates deals. Finance tracks the cash flow. And operations celebrates efficiency. Each team is right, but none are aligned. When numbers don't speak the same language, you get illusion instead of insight. You get what I call theater metrics. Numbers that make teams feel good but don't move the business forward. And revenue doesn't lie. It's the outcome of how well structure, strategy, and operations work together. That's why the South isn't just about finance. It's about financial clarity. In the Curao Compass, South is where clarity meets truth. It's where your marketing story reconciles with your financial statement. Here's what that means in practice. If your customer acquisition cost is unclear, your efficiency is just a guess. If your lifetime value is incurrent, your retention strategy is blind. If your margin is shrinking, your growth isn't scaling, it's leaking. And if your payback period is unknown, your investment timeline is fiction. Every other direction, such as structure, strategy, operations, is theory until it meets the South. Revenue is the truth test of the Curao Compass. So why do smart leaders in marketing keep relying on vanity metrics? Because they're fast. They're emotional. They feel like progress. And in a world that rewards speed, feeling like progress often replaces being in progress. But progress isn't about feeling, it's about proof. A brand campaign that spikes awareness but drives no incremental revenue is theater. A sales team hitting quotas but losing margin is illusion. A marketing stack that doesn't shorten payback time, that's noise. The South direction brings us back to discipline. It asks the simple question: does this decision show up in revenue? Because if it doesn't, it's not growth, it's performance art. Here's something you can start today. Build a one-page raw return of investment view, a single dashboard. It can be an Excel sheet or Google sheet, wherever you want to build it. Or perhaps a tool like Looker, wherever you want to build it. And measure spend, impact, and revenue. But each team will add theirs. This way, all of you will learn the language of each other, but will know the exact term that will mean the same thing for all. Across the top, list your main investments: marketing, sales, enablement, operations, and technology. For each, ask 3 questions. What's the goal? What metric defines success? How does that metric connect to revenue, margin, or payback? And you'll be surprised how many KPIs don't even lead to income. And that's the purpose of doing this exercise, because it will lead you to where the truth is. That's the point. This exercise forces you every initiative to earn its place on the balance sheet. When I mentor teams, I connect every marketing campaign to lead scoring, pipeline flow, and actual revenue. As I always mention in my social media, I am an accountant before becoming a marketer. Maybe it's the accountant in me, but I've never understood why marketing is measured by vanity metrics alone. They're not meaningless, but they are incomplete. Marketing should serve the business, not just promote it. Connecting it to revenue isn't hard, it requires discipline. Strong leaders don't hide behind metrics, they use them as mirrors. South in the Curao Compass isn't about punishment, it's about finding the truth together. Because when everyone can tie their work to revenue, the tone shifts. Budget reviews become strategic and not defensive. Accountability feels empowering, not exhausting. And growth becomes measurable, not mystical. Here's your reflection for the week. Where in your business are you tracking what's convenient instead of what's causal? And what would change if every KPI had to pass the revenue truth test? Your challenge? Create that one page raw map I just explained to you. Tie every initiative from campaigns to operations, where you measure your CAC and your LTV, margin or payback. Okay? When you do, you will find peace in the numbers. You will not feel pressure. When truth and growth meet, leadership becomes simple again. And that's what you want to get, the information you need to make better decisions. One thing that is truth, revenue doesn't lie. It just waits for you to listen. And the best way to listen is grabbing all your data, get it together, and all speak the same language. Even if each of you uses a different word for the same thing. But learning from each other on how each other of you in the team name the outcome, that's the most important thing. So do this sheet and share with me in the comments how it go, or connect with me in social, and I want to know how your pilot program went. Until next episode, where we'll explore how to find your go-to-market direction and reconnect strategy to motion. And if you'd like to go deeper between episodes, subscribe to my Substack, where I share exclusive reflections on business direction and leadership clarity. It's a private space for leaders who want more than tactics, a place to reflect, recalibrate, and realize they're not alone in their leadership journey. Because clarity isn't found in noise, it's built in reflection. Until next time.